Hey guys, I'm going to do another planner cover for my Happy Planner today, and I'm going to be using another Dollar Tree gift bag. I recently hauled this brand new gift bag that I've never before seen at Dollar Tree. Has pineapples on it, so incredibly cute, and I knew I wanted to do a planner cover with it. I absolutely love the fact that you can completely customize a Happy Planner, especially because the binder rings are so thick, so it's a lot easier to punch holes and cut the slits because there's not that many to do, like compared to an Erin Condren. If you look at an Erin Condren, the binder rings there's a lot of them, and so there's a lot to punch holes and a lot to cut slits. But the Happy Planner is so easy and I absolutely love it. So the first thing that you see me doing here is I'm deconstructing the bag. We want to take it apart. We don't need the bottom of the bag, we don't need the handles, we don't need the sides of the bags, so cut it all up and make sure that you're not obviously cutting into the image that you're going to use. Be sure that when you are making your planner covers that you're considering that there's a front and a back to your planner, and where you cut the holes and cut the slits, they're going to be on the opposite sides of the photo. So you'll see here, and basically I'm taking my existing planner cover and using it as a template. I will say that I am doing it the hard way. What I really need to do is get down and make an actual template, because you have to consider that the bag is part of the space, and then you also have to account for the laminator sheet. So see, I'm pointing it out here with the Happy Planner original cover. So I don't actually have the original template for what I need to cut out for my bag. So you'll see here that I end up grabbing a ruler and I'm trying to figure out what's the space between the polka dots and the laminator, and then that is how I'm figuring out the dimensions. But again, it's a little bit harder doing it this way. What I really need to do is just make a template, and then anytime that I do a new planner cover, I can just use that template and not have to make all of these necessary adjustments to account for the extra space from the laminating sheet. So that's all I'm doing here, is having to adjust it a little bit down, make it a little bit smaller from my trace, because if you keep using the previous template and the previous template, then your planner cover is going to be too big and it's not going to really fit properly. So here I'm showing you that I had to make the additional lines just to be sure that I was cutting out the right size, and I am going to use my scissors to do a rough cut, and then I'll put it through my cutting tool, and only because my cutting tool is really small, so not very big pieces of paper can fit through it, like maybe an 8x10, but most of my scrapbook is like 12x12, so I do need to invest in a bigger cutting tool. So if you have a bigger cutting tool, then you can skip all the parts where you basically see me using the scissors. But I'm just going to cut it down, trim it down, and everything that we do for the front cover, we also do for the back cover. I will say that once you get the front cover cut out, then that can actually be your template. So what I should have done here was taken that cut that I did and then traced it onto a template that I would have used in the future, but I didn't do that. But as you can see, I am using it as a template for the back cover. And that way I don't have to do all those crazy measurements again. But I am using the ruler just because the gift bag is really thin and I don't want it to move around when I'm tracing it. So I just use a ruler to press it down. Once you have your front and back cover picked out, then you need to actually pick out the front and back interior covers. So I originally planned to use the rest of the bag. As you can see here, I'm finding out that it's a little bit too short and I was so upset. So I had originally planned to use the side of that bag because it was so beautiful, but again, it didn't fit. So if you use the same bag that I'm using, just try to really cut as close as you can to your pineapple so that you can use the rest of the bag, because that was a mistake I made. So I'm basically sacrificing that, and I'm using scrapbook pieces of paper for the inside of my covers. Again, the only reason why I'm even using my scissors here is because the scrapbook paper won't fit my cutting tool. So I'm basically just going to cut it down and then I'll feed it through my cutting tool to get a really precise, clean cut line. Once you have those cut, then I simply just take the front cover and the interior cover and I just add a little bit of glue stick to it. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna put it in your laminating sheet and it's gonna seal that perfectly together, but just enough so that it doesn't move around while you're working with it. So just adding my glue stick and yeah, applying it to the front cover. And I'm actually going to do something a little bit different in today's planner video because I'm actually going to personalize it a little bit on the inside, but you can personalize it any way you want. You can personalize the front cover, stickers, washi, your name, all kinds of fun stuff. Also, I forgot to mention, as you saw what I was doing there, be sure that once you have those glued together that you trim it because sometimes it doesn't always line up. And now I'm just using some cute little icons. I don't really know what to call them, like cutouts and stuff. And then I'm gonna pick another piece of scrapbook paper because I actually want to add my name to this. And it gives it more depth, and when you can layer things, it just looks really, really pretty. So I'm picking out the scrapbook paper and then I'm going to cut it down because I don't really want the pink side. I want more of the orange and yellow ombre of it. And then I'm going to glue stick that to the yellow. Then I am just going to add some gold washi, the polka dots, because it looked really great against the polka dot heart. So I'm going to add that washi, and then I'm going to add Cheapcraftygirl to the inside of it. And of course you can add whatever you want. You can even add pineapple, the word pineapple. I even thought about just writing the word pineapple because I thought it would be really, really cute. But I went with Cheapcraftygirl just so that you could see how adorable it would be if you added your name to it. The orange is actually the inside of my back cover. So I just wanted to keep it really simple, and I am picking one of these Project to Life cards by the company called Snap, and I went with Smile. I did like that it was orange, so I'm just trimming it down, and then I just kept it really simple, but again, just to show you that your options are endless. I'm just adding a little bit of glue stick, and then I'm going to add the same gold washi to kind of tie it all in together. And then we're going to pick out our laminating sheets, which you'll see that I am going to use an 8.5 by 11. So I am going to fit both sheets into its own pocket for the laminating sheet, and be sure that when you are running it through your laminator that the closed end of the laminating sheet, because not all four sides are open, one side is actually already pre-sealed, make sure that that pre-sealed side goes in first, because if you put in the opposite end with the open side, it's gonna be bumpy and ridgy and all that. And then I basically trim it down. I use my original Happy Planner cover as my guide to draw my holes, and then I use my hole puncher and my scissors to trim, and then that's it, you guys. And I add it to my cover, and voila, Dollar Tree planner cover from a gift bag. How genius is that? I'm obsessed with doing that, and the Dollar Tree has some of the cutest gift bags ever. If you watch my hauls, then you know. And now I'm grabbing my Happy Planner back. I am going to add the front cover to it, and then the back cover. And I'm just so grateful for places like Dollar Tree that can give us beautiful images like this pineapple, because does it not look luxurious and grand? It's just stunning, and I hope that you guys love this. I hope that you love my tutorial, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!